Now, you've actually worked with Gucci before.
Yes, a few times.
How did that come together?
I met Gucci in Seattle some years ago with Young Scooter, right before Young Scooter popped off. We was on the same show in Seattle.
Okay. And then what happened next?
Coach K linked us, and then we did a record, me, him, and Scooter.
Okay, yeah, because Coach K was managing Gucci at one point.
Yeah.
This was like, yeah, because I remember when I hooked up with Amigos, they were kind of, I guess, transitioning right around that time.
Yeah.
Okay. And how many songs have you guys done together?
2.
Did you guys do them together in the studio, or was it like just sending it back and
Did
forth?
them both together in the studio.
All right. So, what was it like working with Gucci in the studio? What do you think makes Gucci Gucci?
I only worked with him just twice, but I mean, as far as I know from his music and being around him, I mean, he's authentic, real nigga to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know anything else that besides doing music with him, but he seems solid to me.
Yeah. And I mean, it's dope to see where he is right now.
Yeah, that's good for him.
Yeah, when you see that Gucci smile on his Instagram, it just looks so real. Like looks like the happiest man in the world.
Yeah.
Now you actually hooked up with Uzi and Offset.
Yeah.
Okay, how'd that come together?
Basically, I already had the track with Uzi already on it, and then Offset that came to my house in Vegas, and he put the hook on it.
Okay, and I guess what, Sauce Walka's on it also?
Yeah, Walk got on it after Offset. Offset did the hook.
Okay, and this actually came out. Well, it came out in June of this year.
I don't remember the exact date that it came out.
Yeah. Well, the video dropped on June 1st.
The track, there's no video for it. It's just a track.
Oh, the track. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I was just looking online. I couldn't tell whether it was a video or a track. So Uzi was already popping at this point.
Yeah.
Like, how did you guys link up?
Through Scheme.
Aha. Mm-hmm. Oh, right, because I think Drama manages, but he's connected to both Scheme and Uzi.
Yeah.
Aha. Okay. I mean, are you surprised where Lil Uzi Vert is right now?
No, I'm not surprised at all because everybody get their turn, and like I said, it's just a process, man. You got to stay down and grind. Eventually, he'll get his.
Yeah, I mean, he blew up quick.
I don't think so because wasn't he like grinding in Philly and then on tour with Wiz and you know what I'm saying? So, it's not like no overnight celebrity. Like he put in his work.
Okay, you might be right. I guess I just didn't know his history.
Yeah.
It just seemed like in the last year he just went through the roof.
Yeah, a lot of people look at me like that too, but they don't see like all the other stuff I did before all this. Like it's deeper than just right now.
Right. Now, how'd you hook up with G Herbo?
Herbo came to the Bay and had a show, and then we met up, kicked it on the tour bus, whatever. Went to the show together. He brought us out. We ended up doing the record. Came to the studio that night. We did the record.
Yeah, I mean, I've been fucking with Lil Herb for a while.
Yeah.
Since pretty much damn near the beginning. We just did an interview like about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Real solid dude.
Yeah. He came to the Bay. He had a show. I think he was on a tour with Cameron.
Oh, okay.
It was like a weed tour or something with Cameron. He was out there.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Herb is dope.
Yeah.
And I heard his new album's crazy.
Yeah.
So, tell me about your relationship with Keek Da Sneak.
Keek was the first person to take me on the road with him or whatever when I first started rapping. So basically, the older guys from my neighborhood had a relationship with Keek. They told him that I wanted to rap. That was the first guy I actually even wrote a rap to and rapped it to him, telling him that I was serious about it. And I forgot the name of the magazine, but they came to seminary to shoot pictures for the magazine. And I was actually,
Murder Dog?
Nah, not Murder Dog. I don't know if it was a little magazine. I don't know if it was Stash or something like that.
Okay, yeah. I think you might be right. I think it might be Stash.
Yeah, I was actually in the picture in the barbershop. So that's how the relationship came about. And he was telling the OGs like, he gonna have to do one or the other. Like, you got to take him off the block, or and rap, or stay on the block. You can't do both. You got to give either one 100%. So that's what happened. And then when I started rapping, like getting in the studio and like making songs or whatever, it was a lady that was managing him at that time named Maybach. I gave her a CD with like 10 songs on it. And then Keek was on tour at this time. This is when like Tell Me When to Go was out or whatever. I think whatever song he was popping, I don't know the exact date. So I was on the road with him. I was actually like hype man, and that's how I got like my feet wet into the music or whatever. Just being on stage with him, throwing merchandise in the crowd, hyping him, whatever, stuff like that. So he was like the first person like to like deal with me with the music.
Well, that's interesting because right around the time of Tell Me When to Go, that's when I dropped the Ghost Ride the Whip documentary.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually DJing for Keek.
Okay.
At a certain point, and me and him actually got real cool. And I remember that this one time, I was up in Sacramento with him, I think, something like that, and we were I think we just had a couple things to do a couple days in a row, and we were rolling around, and I remember he had the pistol on him,
Mm-hmm.
and then, I asked him like why you got that? He's like, well, I'm in a car, I got rims, I know, it is how it is out here.
When he was in the Hummer.
He wasn't in the Hummer. He was like in the old school.
He had an old school, and he had the Hummer too.
Yeah, it wasn't the Hummer though. It was like an old school. And I remember like the next day, he's like, "Hey, I know how you felt about the gun, so I'm not gonna have the gun with me today, just out of respect for you." I'm like, "All right, that's cool." But and it seemed like he was still, he was still kind of cautious about that whole situation. And then just recently, the shooting happened.
Yeah.
How did you feel when you heard that news, being the relationship you guys had?
I heard so many different stories. I didn't know what is what, so I didn't really like try to feed into it. The main thing that mattered was he was being alive. But I heard he was shot. Just so many different stories. So I don't really didn't want to feed into it because I didn't know what is real and what is not. And plus, I haven't talked to him in so long. You get what I'm saying? So I just wasn't trying to feed into the bullshit for some Instagram likes, or you know what I'm saying, and how everybody all of a sudden they care about you so much and love you and all that. You know what I'm saying? I just like some of that shit be fake to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and like I said, I was DJing for Keek, and I just saw the love that he would have, and it's just, it really surprised me that someone would try to kill him.
I mean, it depends on like the situation and the atmosphere and wherever he was at. I don't know exactly what was going on at that time or what happened. So, I mean.
Yeah, no, I mean, I remember, matter of fact, I remember we had a show in, I think, Seattle.
I was with Keek in San Diego before, and we had on bulletproof vests.
I was with him in Seattle, and after the show, we were like in an alley and gunshots went off. He had like an uncle or a cousin that was like, he was like legally allowed to carry a gun. You know what I'm talking about? That was like his go-to bodyguard guy. And I remember we were in an alley, and two dudes were walking towards the alley, and his bodyguard pulled out the gun and had it, had the car door open with the gun underneath, and we were all like, like huddled like in the seat just trying to protect ourselves. And it was like, I mean, me personally, I haven't been in too many situations like that. I was freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
It was ugly. Ultimately nothing happened, and we kind of rolled out. But I mean, it's fucked up that you get to a certain level and you try to get away from all that, and then here you are doing a show, getting legal money, and you still got to deal with all that fuck shit.
Yeah, you still got to keep your instincts though from the streets though, because everybody might not like you. Then also you might have problems with people, and you from the street, you might have problems with somebody, and you putting up a flyer where you gonna be at. That's just easily letting them know where you at and where you could be found. So it's a lot come with this music from transformations from the streets.
Yeah. But he's the one that actually told you to get out of the streets.
Yeah.
Did you take it seriously at the time?
No, because I still had to fund music. Nobody gave me nothing, so I had to pay for studio time, pressing up CDs, flyers, videos, and that all take music. So I was still in the streets trying to do what I had to do to pay for that and to take care of my family and do whatever else I was doing.
Did you get to a point where you just said, you know something, I'm just going to stack this up and then I'm totally done?
You could never do that. You could
Why is
never.
that?
You could never, because you always spending money. The money's gonna run out. So you try to stack it, and then once you stack it and you not got a legit income coming in, then what you gonna do when the money gone?
Right, because you talked about, I think, in a Say Cheese interview that these days you make about $30,000 a month on iTunes.
Yeah,
And then you make $10,000 a show.
yeah.
So you're at the point now where you're making legal money.
But you spend it ridiculously though, because you got other stuff you gotta take care of. So, I mean, I don't think that's enough.
$30,000 a month. I mean, you're talking about $400,000 or $500,000 a year.
I mean, but you gotta think about it. Like, everybody don't live paycheck to paycheck. So you get what I'm saying? And $30,000 a month, or that'll be gone in a week.
Well, yeah, if you go to the jewelry store.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. My overhead like $40,000 a month. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I feel you. I feel you. Well, yeah, I mean, it's the two sides of it all.
yeah. So
You know,
I got
but then you end up taking risks.
I gotta stay working, stay grinding, stay doing shows, stay doing features, whatever, to keep the bag coming in. So then I got kids I gotta take care of. You know what I'm saying? Multiple households. So